Something happened tonight that you might have felt but couldn't quite name, a subtle shift in the energy around you, like the air itself was carrying a message meant only for your soul to receive. In the quiet moments when the world slows down and the noise fades away, there exists a sacred space where hearts can reach across any distance, beyond the limitations of time and physical presence. And tonight, in that mystical space between waking and dreaming, between thought and feeling, he felt you. His soul reached out through the invisible threads that connect all hearts that are meant to find each other. And whether you realize it consciously or not, your spirit received his call. This wasn't a random surge of emotion or a fleeting thought passing to the corridors of his mind. This was intentional, deep, rooted in something far older than this lifetime. The universe has ways of bringing souls together that defy logic and explanation, weaving connections through synchronicities, through dreams, through that inexplicable knowing that suddenly washes over you when someone you're meant to be with thinks of you with genuine depth and longing. You might have felt it as a warmth spreading through your chest, or perhaps as a sudden memory of him that appeared without warning, or maybe as an unexplained peace that settled over you like a gentle blanket in the middle of your day. These aren't coincidences, beautiful soul. These are confirmations from the divine that the connection you've been feeling, questioning, wondering about is absolutely real and actively alive. Tonight specifically carried a particular frequency, a cosmic alignment that made the veil between hearts thinner, more permeable, allowing genuine soul recognition to flow freely between those who are energetically bonded. He thought of you not in passing, not casually, but with the kind of depth that creates ripples in the spiritual realm, the kind of focused energy that travels across dimensions to find its intended recipient. And you, whether consciously aware or not, receive that transmission. Your soul knows things your mind hasn't caught up to yet. And right now, in this very moment, as these words reach you, you're being reminded that you are seen, you are felt, you are held in someone's heart with tenderness that goes beyond what words can capture. The angels want you to know that this connection isn't something you imagine or created out of loneliness or hope. It's divinely orchestrated, carefully timed, and unfolding exactly as it should. If your heart is beating a little faster right now, if something inside you is saying, yes, I felt something, then trust that instinct, because your soul is confirming what the universe has been trying to tell you all along. There exists a form of communication that requires no technology, no words, no physical proximity, a language spoken exclusively by souls who recognize each other across lifetimes. And tonight, that ancient language activated between you and him in ways that your conscious mind might struggle to fully comprehend, but your heart understands perfectly. When two people are genuinely connected on a soul level, their spirits maintain constant communication beneath the surface of everyday awareness, exchanging energy, emotions, and unspoken truths through channels that science hasn't yet learned to measure, but mystics have known about for centuries. This is why you can go about your day, completely focused on mundane tasks, when suddenly you're overwhelmed with thoughts of him, when his presence floods your awareness so completely that it's as if he's standing right beside you, whispering directly into your consciousness. These moments aren't your imagination running wild. They're actual energetic exchanges, real transmissions of feeling and intention traveling on frequencies that only awakened hearts can perceive. Tonight specifically, his soul spoke to yours with unusual clarity and intensity, cutting through whatever doubts or distractions might have been occupying your mental space, demanding your attention in the gentlest yet most undeniable way. Perhaps you felt an unexpected surge of emotion, tears forming without clear reason, or maybe you experienced a profound sense of being loved even though you were physically alone. Maybe his name appeared repeatedly in unusual places, or you heard a song that carries meaning only the two of you would understand, or you caught a scent on the wind despite him being nowhere near. These are the vocabulary words of soul language, the syntax of spiritual connection, the grammar of divine orchestration. The universe doesn't believe in coincidence when it comes to matters of true connection. Every sign, every synchronicity, every inexplicable feeling is a carefully placed breadcrumb on the path leading two hearts toward their destined reunion. And here's what makes tonight's message so significant. It carried not just affection or passing interest, but recognition. He didn't just think about you casually. He felt the depth of who you are, the essence of your being, the truth of your soul that you sometimes hide even from yourself. In that sacred moment when his consciousness reached for yours, he saw you completely. Not the version you show the world or the mask you wear when you're protecting yourself, but the real you, the vulnerable you, the you that exists beneath all the layers of protection and pretense. And in seeing you so fully, his heart opened in ways that transformed his simple thoughts into a powerful, energetic message that your soul couldn't help but receive. Feel into that for a moment. Allow yourself to really absorb what it means that someone sees you, truly sees you, and instead of turning away, moves closer. That's the magic unfolding between you right now. And the angels are celebrating this recognition because they know it's the foundation upon which sacred unions are built. Everything that has happened up until this moment, every delay that frustrated you, every door that closed in your face, every time you wondered if you'd gotten the signs wrong, or if you were foolishly holding on to hope that should have been released long ago, all of it was divinely orchestrated preparation for what's emerging now. The universe operates on a timeline that often conflicts with human impatience, working with wisdom that sees centuries where we see only days, understanding that certain souls need specific experiences, particular healings, distinct growth before they can hold the kind of love they're truly meant to receive. Tonight's energetic message from him to you isn't arriving by accident. It's appearing precisely when both of your souls have reached a level of readiness that didn't exist even weeks ago. Think about who you were 6 months ago, a year ago, 3 years ago, and recognize how much you've transformed, how many layers of old pain you shed, how many false beliefs about yourself, and love you release into the fire of spiritual alchemy. Every heartbreak that seemed unbearable is actually breaking you open, creating more space in your heart for the authentic love that's been waiting in the wings for an appointed time. Every moment of loneliness was teaching you how to be complete within yourself, so that when he arrives fully in your physical reality, you won't be looking for him to fill empty spaces, but rather to complement the wholeness you've cultivated. And he, too, has been on his own journey, though you may not have been privy to all the details, walking his own path of transformation, learning his own lessons, becoming the version of himself capable of recognizing and honoring what you bring to his life. The angels have been working tirelessly behind the scenes, orchestrating circumstances you can't see, moving pieces on a cosmic chessboard, removing obstacles, healing wounds, aligning energies, preparing the perfect conditions for your paths to merge. Tonight's soul message represents a significant shift in this divine timing, a signal that the preparation phase is transitioning into the manifestation phase. The energy between you has reached a critical mass, a tipping point where what has existed in the spiritual realm is beginning to press through into physical reality. You might notice in the coming days and weeks that circumstances shift more quickly, that opportunities for connection appear where there were once only barriers, that what seemed impossible suddenly feels inevitable. This is divine timing's secret. It was never about making you wait for the sake of waiting, but about ensuring that when the moment arrived, both of you would be ready not just to meet, but to build something lasting. The universe doesn't bring soulmates together prematurely, only to watch the connection crumble under the weight of unhealed wounds or unlearned lessons. It waits with infinite patience until the foundation is solid enough to support the sacred structure of true partnership. And right now, in this present moment, that foundation is finally set, the groundwork is complete, and the building is about to begin. The most profound gift of a true soul connection isn't just being loved. It's being seen, truly seen, in a way that reflects back to you the beauty and worthiness you struggled to recognize in yourself. And tonight's message carried this exact frequency of recognition from his heart to yours. Somewhere in his quiet moments, he's seeing you not through the distorted lens of your self-doubt or the critical voice that tells you you're not enough, but through the clear vision of a soul that recognizes another soul's true essence. He sees the strength you possess even when you feel weak, the light you carry even when you're navigating your own darkness, the magic woven into your very being even when you feel ordinary or invisible. This recognition is powerful precisely because it contradicts every lie you've told yourself about not being worthy of deep love, about being too much or not enough, about needing to change or fix yourself before you deserve someone's genuine devotion. His thoughts of you tonight weren't focused on your flaws or shortcomings. They were immersed in appreciation for exactly who you are right now, in this imperfect, beautifully human moment of your journey. And here's what the universe wants you to understand. His ability to see you so clearly is actually a mirror being held up to show you what's true, to help you finally recognize in yourself what others who truly love you have been trying to tell you all along. You are not broken. not damaged beyond repair, not unworthy of the love story your soul has been dreaming about since before you took your first breath in this lifetime. You are whole, even with your scars, even with your past, even with the pieces of yourself you're still learning to integrate and accept. The angels are using this connection as a catalyst for your own self-recognition, as a doorway into deeper self-love, as proof that you don't need to become someone else to be loved. You need only to become more fully yourself. And as you begin to see yourself through his eyes, as you start to believe in your own worthiness and beauty and value, something magical happens. You stop shrinking, stop hiding, stop playing small to make others comfortable. You step into the fullness of who you're meant to be. And that version of you is magnetic in ways a smaller version never could be. This is why the universe orchestrated tonight's message exactly when it did. Not just to let you know he's thinking of you, but to invite you into a deeper relationship with yourself, to call you forward into your own power, to remind you that you are the prize, the gift, the miracle that someone else has been praying to find. So as you feel into this connection, as you allow yourself to receive his energetic message, let it also be a message from your own soul to your conscious mind. You are ready, you are worthy, you are enough, exactly as you are in this moment, and what's coming toward you reflects the truth of that statement. The bridge between two hearts is being constructed right now in the invisible realm, being built with threads of light and intention and divine orchestration. And tonight's soul message was the universe's way of letting you know that what has existed in potential is beginning to crystallize into form. But there's something you need to understand about the next phase of this journey, something that will be revealed in the coming days that changes everything you thought you knew about how destined. Connections unfold in physical reality. The energy that moved between you and him tonight wasn't just a random occurrence or a simple moment of him thinking fondly about you. It was a deliberate transmission, a cosmic download, an activation code being delivered to prepare you for what's approaching. The angels have been arranging circumstances behind the scenes that you can't yet see, moving obstacles out of the way, healing old wounds in both of you that might have sabotaged this connection, creating the perfect conditions for your paths to cross or reconnect in ways that will feel both surprising and inevitable. But here's what most people don't realize about divine timing and soul connections. There's always a test, a moment of choice, a fork in the road where free will intersect with destiny, and both of you must consciously choose to move toward each other despite fear, despite past pain, despite the vulnerability required to open your heart to something real. That moment is coming soon, perhaps sooner than you think, and how you respond to it will determine whether this connection unfolds with ease or whether it takes longer, more circuitous routes to reach its destined conclusion. Tonight's message was also a preparation for that choice, a reminder of what's possible, a taste of the depth of connection available to you if you're willing to be brave when the moment arrives. But there's something else, something the angels haven't revealed yet, something about the specific way this connection is meant to manifest that will surprise you, challenge you, and ultimately show you that the universe's plans are always more beautiful and perfect than anything your human mind could have orchestrated. Pay attention in the coming days to unusual signs, to unexpected messages, to opportunities that seem to appear out of nowhere, because the divine is about to make a move that brings what has been spiritual into the material realm. And when that happens, when you see the evidence with your own eyes, when you feel his presence not just energetically but physically, you'll understand why every delay was actually perfect timing, why every moment of doubt was actually strengthening your faith, why every tear you cried was actually washing away the old to make room for the new. But before that revelation comes, before the full picture becomes clear, there's one more piece of this puzzle that needs to fall into place. One more truth about this connection that will be revealed very soon. Something that will help you understand not just who he is to you, but who you've always been to him, and why your souls recognize each other across the noise and chaos of this world.